Another early season showdown here with Apponequet traveling to Dighton-Rehoboth, two teams that are expected to vie for the South Coast Conference A Division title, and this game could have some serious implications to that here in just week 2.
I know I was at the game this past week, Apponequet against Fairhaven, and after the game, Coach Bob Lomp said to me, we faced Dighton-Rehoboth the second week of the season. I wish we could face him a little bit later in the year. He is working with a relatively new offensive line. Pretty much everybody is, a first-year starter on that offensive line. But you couldn't really tell in the game against Fairhaven. They put 7 touchdowns on the scoreboard, 4 rushing, 3 receiving. Apponequet just has so many different weapons that it's really kind of hard to stop. And, if there is a little bit of a hole, those running backs make it look like a big hole. Brendan Cooney, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. Troy Nanfelt, he threw a touchdown pass, and he also had a rushing touchdown. The pass was to Matt Michael, which apologies for last week. I referred to you as your brother Nate, but we know it's Matt, and Matt's within 2 touchdowns of tying his brother Nate's record for career touchdowns at 39.
So pretty soon it'll be people mistaking Nate Michael for Matt Michael.
Yeah. So, and then also Chad Gotcher, he had a huge game. He didn't start the game, but he came in the second series, and he ended up throwing 2 touchdown passes to big 6'6" Kevin Falaki. So it was just kind of a slow first quarter for the Lakers. They didn't score anything in the first quarter, but they put 7 touchdowns on the rest of the game, and really just kind of dominated. They had a couple, I think 3 turnovers they forced by Fairhaven in the second half. So the defense also was pretty solid in that game. And, they're facing a Dighton-Rehoboth team that, had a strong showing last week against the Canalmen. They shut them out. It was 28-0. And from what I've read, they didn't let the Canalmen get within their own 30-yard line. So they didn't really have any scoring chances born, and a lot of that had to do with Dighton-Rehoboth's defense. Big names to watch out for: Cam Reed, he scored a touchdown for Dighton-Rehoboth last week. Norman Manchester as well, and Nate Kowalski, he had a passing touchdown. So it just sounded like, it's kind of the same Dighton-Rehoboth team.
Typical Falcons,
Yeah, Falcons, there's not just one superstar, a bunch of different guys, figuring in the scoring. And obviously the defense, looks pretty good if they pitched a shutout, and also, held the Canalmen, out of the red zone. So it should be a good South Coast Conference battle early in the season. I can't forget about Old Rochester later in the season for Apponequet, but this will be a big test for the Lakers early on.
And that's Friday at 7 in Rehoboth?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at @SC_varsity.